A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. A lot of people don't know what Floyd. Everything that Floyd said right there, the chrome heart bed, the Maybach, the Lloyd shit, that was all in my face. At me. He was going at me. Yeah. And I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah.
Floyd don't never, he felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age.
Gervonta Davis has just given a savage reaction to Floyd Mayweather reportedly getting arrested in Dubai. Meanwhile, we know that Tank has been supporting Ryan Garcia after his victory against Devin Haney. While this victory lies in the annals of history, a lingering cloud of suspicion looms over it due to a duo of tests. Speculation swirls around the positive findings, leaving a plethora of unanswered questions about Garcia's potential involvement in intentional foul play. Recently, a fan tweeted, according to the official New York State Athletic Commission rules, ostarine levels below 0.1 nanograms per milliliter are not abnormal, meaning that Ryan Garcia could be in the clear. The fan further added, this also correlates with Ryan and his legal team's insistence that the amount of ostarine found is a billionth of a gram, which is what a nanogram is. However, Haney remains outspoken on social platforms regarding Garcia's performance. He firmly asserts Garcia's involvement in cheating and goes as far as disclosing precise figures concerning Garcia's ostarine levels. Replying to this fan, Devin Haney tweeted, no, he tested 6 nanograms, and 0.35 the weigh-in day, he was 60 times over the limit the day of the weigh-in. Haney also retweeted a post from Victor Conti, the CEO of Snack, saying, fake news is being spewed about NYSAC's chart of allowable limits for PEDs. Ostarine has a 0.1 nanograms per milliliter allowable limit, and Ryan Garcia had 6 nanograms per milliliter reported for 419, which is 60 times over the limit. History of B sample testing is 99% confirmation of A test. Haney's rebuttal poses a compelling alternative perspective. However, there's a growing sense of skepticism among fans regarding the source and legitimacy of his information. It has also been suggested by a Gervonta Davis fan account that Haney spiked the tests. The fan said, only someone who spiked his test would know this information though. No? How do you know all this when it doesn't say that on any public documents? Is it because those are the levels you all spiked it up to? Come on, we need answers. It's utterly surreal. But even Tank himself hit that retweet button. Davis has been firmly planted in Garcia's corner throughout this entire saga, right from the moment those reports about the positive results surfaced. Though it's unexpected to see Davis with the support of a past rival, it's possible that he simply doesn't like Haney that much. On the other hand, undisputed middleweight champion Claressa Shields has blasted Gervonta Davis for criticizing her appearance and comparing her to a French bulldog. The unexpected move from Tank raised eyebrows as he seemingly defended Garcia, his erstwhile adversary whom he defeated in April 2023. Additionally, he made a crude joke about the appearance of Shields, who had chastised Garcia for failing his doping test. Gervonta Davis wrote on X, so Ryan beat Buddy ass fair and square. What does the French bulldog lady, Claressa, have to say about it? And she blocked me. I should have blocked her ass for the way she looks. She scares me. Davis ought to understand that when aiming for the queen, missing isn't an option. Shields retaliated with a blaze of anger, seemingly insinuating that Davis had mistreated women he fancied. Claressa Shields' response to Davis's remarks added another layer of intensity to the ongoing drama within the boxing community. Shields did not mince words as she addressed Davis's comments, choosing to confront him head-on with a mix of directness and sharp wit. In her retort, Shields took aim at Davis's physical appearance, referencing his derogatory remarks about her. She turned his insults back on him, suggesting that his fixation on outward appearances revealed more about his character than hers. Her defiant stance showcased her confidence and resilience in the face of criticism, refusing to be shaken by Davis's barbs.
Since this woman beater wanna keep talking shit, I'm finna clean you up real quick. Tank. I am so happy that you think I look like a French bulldog and you consider me ugly. Because you beat up bitches who you consider cute. I'm glad I'm ugly to you. Just go win some belts. Go win some belts. You steady up on here tweeting. Is you fucking lonely? Go and find you some friends.
Furthermore, Shields questioned Davis's motives for inserting himself into the controversy surrounding Ryan Garcia's test results. She challenged his credibility, highlighting the uncertainty surrounding Garcia's situation and questioning Davis's investment in the matter. By calling out Davis's apparent preoccupation with Garcia's affairs, Shields implied that he should focus on his own career rather than involving himself in the business of others. Shields' response to Davis's comments was bold and unapologetic, demonstrating her willingness to defend herself against detractors within the boxing community. Her assertive demeanor and refusal to back down underscored her status as a formidable presence in the sport, capable of holding her own against any opponent, both inside and outside the ring.
Oh, and I want to ask you a question. I thought women was supposed to suck dick. Why is you on Ryan dick so hard? Oh, Ryan test just came back that he wasn't dirty. He ain't even tested the B sample yet. Why you so worried about Devin Haney business? What is wrong with you, boy? Ain't you supposed to be focusing on you a fight?
However, Claressa Shields' scathing critique of Gervonta didn't stop with addressing his comments about her appearance. She delved deeper into Davis's career trajectory, calling into question his choice of opponents and insinuating that his success was largely dependent on the guidance of his mentor, Floyd Mayweather. Shields' remarks underscored her belief that Davis relied on Mayweather to strategically select his fights, shielding him from more challenging opponents. By linking Davis's reluctance to face top-tier competitors like Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney to Mayweather's influence, Shields implied that Davis lacked the independence and courage to pursue matchups that would truly test his skills. She suggested that Davis's career had been carefully curated by Mayweather, allowing him to avoid potentially risky fights and maintain an undefeated record. Her words carried weight as she challenged Davis to prove himself against the best in the sport. She highlighted the contrast between Davis's approach to matchmaking and the willingness of fighters like Stevenson and Haney to face formidable opponents without hesitation. In doing so, Shields painted Davis as a product of Mayweather's guidance rather than a fearless competitor in his own right.
Nigga, if you ain't have Floyd and them right there holding your hand, I don't know where you would be at. Them niggas gotta hold your hand, pick your fights for you. That's why you're never gonna get inside the ring with Shakur. That's why you haven't fought Devin. That's why you fought a weight drain Ryan. Nigga, you was never my type, nigga. I ain't never looked at you like, oh, Gervonta look good. You midget ass nigga, if you don't go somewhere. You think I care about you thinking I'm pretty? I'm engaged. I have a man. You can't keep a woman because you beat all your bitches up.
Ultimately, Shields' critique served as a rallying cry for accountability and integrity within the boxing community. By calling attention to Davis's perceived avoidance of tough matchups and reliance on Mayweather's guidance, she sparked a conversation about the importance of facing challenges head-on and earning success through merit rather than strategic matchmaking. On the other hand, there are some reports of Floyd Mayweather's alleged arrest in Dubai. Despite a TMZ report stating he was seen at a Los Angeles Clippers game last week and supposedly donated a homeless man $30,000, the Electronic Urban Report states that Floyd Mayweather is still in Dubai. We also know that Gervonta Davis claimed that Mayweather was being held in Dubai due to an outstanding debt. However, following TMZ's report of Floyd Mayweather seen distributing money to homeless individuals in Los Angeles, the boxing icon took to Instagram to counter, revealing he remains in Dubai. Additionally, he uploaded a video suggesting he hasn't set foot on the West Coast. View the footage on YouTube above. Following Davis's claim that Mayweather was reportedly trapped in Dubai over outstanding debts, Floyd's age-old rival, 50 Cent, extended a helping hand with financial support. On social media, he wrote, "Me and Champ are beefing, but he is my brother. I got some money if he needs it." Meanwhile, boxing promoter Rick Glazer claims Mayweather is unable to exit the nation until he settles his debt. He said, "Just got off the phone with my guy in Dubai. He told me that Floyd Mayweather is definitely being held by the government court system there as he owes a substantial amount of money in Dubai. They take indebtedness over there very seriously. Was told the debt is unassociated with boxing. Floyd's desperately trying to work things out to no avail so far. So Gervonta is correct that Floyd's being held there. Mayweather, though, is free to travel about Dubai as much as he pleases." Speculations swirl that Mayweather's financial woes aren't tied to his boxing endeavors, but rather to purported allegations of misconduct involving a woman overseas. It's rumored that he reached a financial settlement, ostensibly to sidestep legal consequences, yet struggles to fulfill the payment. It's widely acknowledged that boxing is experiencing a significant transformation in its leadership landscape. Once dominated by figures such as Bob Arum and Al Heyman, the sport now sees a fresh powerhouse emerging in the form of His Excellency Turki Alalshik. Rick Glasser drew insightful comparisons between the traditional giants and the rising influence of Alalshik. In a recent piece, Rick Glasser delved into the intricacies of the sport's current landscape. Glasser, who has previously drawn attention for his support of mob boss Daniel Kinahan, offered insights that stirred the pot once again. Central to his analysis was the role of Turki Alalshik, chairman of the General Entertainment Authority of Saudi Arabia, whose timely entry into the scene, Glasser argued, filled a void that even Heyman's PBC had aimed to occupy. He wrote, "With the weakened PBC on boxing's version of Skid Row, Turki Alalshik has come along at the perfect time to make a huge positive impact on boxing. Sir Excellency is doing what Al Heyman was supposed to be doing with that $550 million from Waddle Reed. The best fighting the best, making real fights and stacked shows. It's that simple. Instead, Heyman screwed up the bag. So, as per Glazer's perspective, Al Heyman failed to deliver deliver compelling shows despite the substantial financial backing. The question then arises, where and how did he mishandle the opportunity? Bob Arum's Top Rank once initiated legal proceedings against the PBC and their backers, Waddle and Reed, aiming for close to $100 million in restitution for alleged misconduct. Nonetheless, they opted for an out-of-court settlement in 2016. In a parallel move, Golden Boy Promotions pursued around $300 million in damages from Al Heyman's PBC, citing federal law violations. Despite the robust stance against Heyman, he ultimately evaded substantial payouts. In the endeavor to kickstart his boxing promotion enterprise, Premier Boxing Champions, Al Heyman clinched substantial financial backing from investment titan Waddle and Reed. Rumored to hover around the $1 billion mark, this infusion empowered Heyman to clinch lucrative television contracts for PBC bouts and provide competitive compensation to pugilists. This financial prowess reshaped the boxing domain, albeit not devoid of contention. Heyman's operational methodologies invited scrutiny from certain aficionados and rival promoters, while Waddell and Reed found themselves entangled in legal battles, alleging departure from their customary investment focus, leading to considerable financial setbacks. Meanwhile, there are some allegations against Floyd being involved in these issues. Moving on, recent reports suggest that Gervonta Davis has agreed to a 6-7 fight deal. Howe now asserts that he is in a better financial situation than Floyd Mayweather was when he was the same age. He said, "I'm at the point where I passed him and I'm doing it at a young age. When Floyd Mayweather was 29, he wasn't doing it like me, you'll see." Tank Davis proudly declares that his contract inked with PBC surpasses the financial allure of Mayweather's legendary 6-fight agreement with Showtime back in 2013. This exclusive deal promises to elevate Davis's career to new heights of prosperity and recognition in the boxing world. Although Davis hasn't revealed the precise amount he could make, it is believed to be worth $250 million. At the time, reports stated that Mayweather's 2013 contract, signed when he was 29 years old, was valued at $200 million. However, Davis says he surpassed the legendary former boxer. He added, "That 6-7 fight deal that I was talking about, that's bigger than Mayweather's deal, and I'm just releasing it here." The contrast lies in Mayweather's earlier earnings, which didn't reach the heights seen today due to the evolving financial landscape within the sport, especially for boxers outside the top ranks. However, Tank seems unlikely to carve out a legacy reminiscent of Mayweather's, especially considering his reluctance to face formidable opponents like Vasily Lomachenko and Devin Haney throughout his 11-year tenure in the professional ring. Floyd Mayweather hung up his boxing gloves in 2017, boasting an undefeated record. Along the way, he imparted Olympic-level boxing wisdom to numerous fighters, among them Canelo Alvarez. However, whispers suggest that Mayweather harbors considerable disappointment towards his protege Gervonta Davis. Gervonta seems to be adopting Mayweather's approach of boasting about his boxing prowess and strength. This attitude appears to have inflated his ego, as he recently claimed in an interview that he could defeat Mayweather. As anticipated, Mayweather couldn't stay on the sidelines for long. There's talk circulating that he might be making a return from retirement, all to reaffirm his dominance as the unrivaled force in professional boxing within his weight class. Following a news conference to advertise his next matchup with Frank Martin, Davis answered, "Me and Floyd? A beatdown," Davis responded. Although the prospect of Mayweather and Davis squaring off seems improbable due to their notable age gap and Mayweather's retirement from professional boxing, the former 5-weight world champion remains engaged in the sport through exhibition matches, showcasing his ongoing involvement. However, Floyd Mayweather has teased a boxing return just hours after being called out by Gervonta Davis. Meanwhile, Shane Mosley considered a fight between Mayweather and Gervonta Davis. By doing this, he disclosed the sole method by which Tank might overcome Mayweather in the ring. Shane Mosley initially expressed his belief that Floyd would emerge victorious quite comfortably at 135. He noted Mayweather's height advantage and superior speed in boxing. Mosley doubted Gervonta's ability to close the distance and effectively counter Mayweather due to his shorter stature.
Floyd Mayweather, I think wins pretty easily, yeah, at 135. He's a little taller, he's faster, he's a boxer, and I don't think Gervonta will be able to get close to him because he won't be the counterpunch Floyd because he's too short.
Moreover, Mosley emphasized that Gervonta Davis wields the same formidable power he once commanded in his prime. Additionally, he expressed the belief that Davis, being a southpaw, could present a challenge to Floyd Mayweather, who has historically faced difficulties against opponents with a right leg lead stance.
I mean, at the same time, I rocked Floyd pretty good. So Gervonta seems like he has power he seems like he has the same type of power I possessed when I was younger. So he could crack there's another thing. Floyd didn't like to fight southpaws back then. He didn't like to fight southpaws. That's why Chopper Corley, Zab Judah, all them, they kind of, was able to touch him a little bit. So that is a possibility because he didn't like to fight southpaws. But I still kind of think that Floyd would have got him, but there's a question mark there because Gervonta Davis does punch hard, and he could crack him.
Excitedly, Mosley explained that Floyd had a tendency to struggle against southpaws during that period. He cited instances where DeMarcus Corley and Zab Judah were able to make contact with Mayweather to support his point. Mosley suggested that this could potentially create an opportunity for Gervonta to succeed against Mayweather.
I've been saying that because if you notice, the 2 times that he got kind of buzzed, Floyd did, was fighting 2 southpaws.
In addition, Mosley responded to a question on which Mayweather would have performed better versus Davis before drawing to a close. Prior to adopting the moniker Money, Floyd Mayweather was known by the epithet Pretty Boy. These distinct nicknames symbolize contrasting chapters in Mayweather's journey, delineating shifts in his fighting style over time. In his youth, Mayweather, donning the title of Pretty Boy, exhibited a ferocious aggression, engaging in relentless toe-to-toe battles. However, with age comes a natural deceleration of the body's capabilities. For the same reason, Mayweather prioritized his defense heavily during the Money era since he was a smart athlete. However, according to Mosley, Mayweather can overcome Gervonta Davis, the superstar, in both forms. With a smile, Mosley concluded that Money Mayweather would have defeated him. He believed that both versions of Mayweather, Pretty Boy and Money, possessed the ability to emerge victorious. Mosley noted Pretty Boy's more aggressive style and expressed confidence that both styles would secure the win against Gervonta.
Money Mayweather, who you got?
Well, that's why I said Money Mayweather would have beat him. Pretty Boy, I think both Mayweathers beat him, but I think that he had a better chance with Pretty Boy because Pretty Boy was more aggressive. And Money Mayweather wasn't aggressive, so he needs somebody to be aggressive with him to fight him, so he can create the knockout, I think.
So you pretty much got both versions of Mayweather winning.
Yeah, I mean, both versions of his style winning, yeah, the style.
In the realm of boxing, disputes find resolution in one sacred arena, the ring itself. Thus, it comes as no surprise that retired world champion Shane Mosley proposes a showdown between Gervonta and Floyd, akin to the upcoming spectacle between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. The simmering tensions between Mayweather and Davis, once mentor and mentee, have brewed into a public rivalry ripe for settling. Shane Mosley suggested settling the score with a showdown in the ring. When prompted about the outcome of a bout between Tank and Money in the present day, Mosley appeared uncertain, unable to provide a definitive response. Mosley proposed that they should have the match and see if they can hold their own, noting it would be a significant event.
Who you think will win right now?
They should go ahead and run that. They should run that. Let's see, they took all that stuff, they should run it. Have their big one then.
At 29, Davis stands at the cusp of his prime, while Mayweather, a seasoned 47-year-old, presents a formidable challenge. Yet, Mosley's recent proposition injects fresh vigor into the possibility, rendering the bout tantalizingly within reach. Mosley suggested that they could sanction the match similarly to how Tyson and Jake Paul did, to assess if Gervonta could hold his own. He advocated for the idea, proposing they do it at 140 or 145 pounds. Although Davis hasn't stepped into the ring since April of the previous year, Mayweather has managed to stay fairly busy. Despite not possessing the same level of skill as Davis, John Gotti III squared off against Mayweather in June of last year, demonstrating that Money still knows how to move in the ring. Yet, whether such a fight will materialize depends entirely on the willingness of both fighters. Nonetheless, an older tweet from Gervonta Davis hints at his confidence in winning a bout against Mayweather. During the peak of their feud, Gervonta Davis tweeted, "Now I f*** around and knock Floyd out when I see them, and I'll care about going back to jail," referencing his 90-day stint in Baltimore jail for breaking house arrest rules. He further added, "He is such a bitch, and he doesn't allow his security to carry guns." Following shortly after, Floyd Mayweather hinted at an upcoming bout through an Instagram post, indicating a full reveal scheduled for May 15th. Despite slim chances of a rematch against Davis, Mayweather's name has surfaced in discussions questions regarding potential opponents, particularly after his rematch attempt against his last exhibition adversary, John Gotti III, fell through. Although it may appear unlikely, a showdown between Floyd and Gervonta has the potential to overshadow the highly anticipated Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul bout. Imagine the scenario. If, by some twist of fate, they were to face off on the same evening, the spectacle would undoubtedly generate staggering viewership numbers. However, things might not turn out like this. Some reports reveal that Floyd is not planning to fight Tank. Among his roster of notable adversaries stands the likes of Logan Paul and John Gotti III. The altercation with Gotti, in particular, teetered on the brink of calamity, morphing into a tumultuous clash. Nonetheless, Floyd appears to be scouting for his next challenger across the pond in Great Britain, eyeing a renowned actor from the Isles for his next bout. In a fresh scoop from boxing promoter Eddie Hearn's latest interview, the spotlight has shifted onto Bugsy Malone, known offstage as Aaron Daniel Davis, as talks swirl around a potential face-off with the legendary Mayweather. Malone shared that it was none other than Floyd Mayweather Sr. who caught sight of him in a workout clip, sparking the idea of a matchup with his son. The hip-hop artist made a guest appearance on Eddie Hearn's Fuel for Fire podcast, delving into a variety of topics. During the conversation, he unveiled some surprising news and detailed the unexpected turn of events. Malone said, "Now, I've turned down a few boxing matches because a lot of what's going on now in the boxing space is like the YouTube boxing thing. I'm not really interested in stepping into it, so I was like, okay, who's your client?" And he's like, "Floyd Mayweather." Initially skeptical, Malone brushed off rumors of Floyd Mayweather's interest in a bout, attributing them to a chance encounter with a fan pitching an advertising opportunity via a private jet firm. However, it turned out that Mayweather had indeed extended an offer through this intermediary. Malone took to his lyrical prowess, crafting a diss track to publicly challenge Mayweather to step into the ring. Malone added, "Flipping changed the whole conversation. I just said, yeah," he said, "Floyd Sr. likes your physique. He said you look strong." So then we start talking to them about the weight. Like, "What do you want me to weigh on this night?" And they're like, "Yeah, you can come in heavier." And I thought, flipping heck, that gives me a puncher's chance. In the ever-evolving landscape of professional boxing, one thing remains certain: the drama never ends. Make sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.